Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Chicago Bears. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Right to the air. Here is Goff. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, this defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pop free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. You look at this Bears defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Here we go. What's that?
On the end around, here comes Williams. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Here's Gibbs. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage. Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Maverick. Super. What's that?
They'll try the air now with Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Goff. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Fields going to get that out wide to Mooney. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards for number 11.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hurry up, hurry up. Right.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. You talk about this Lions defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
4 down. Attack.
Now a first carry for their fullback. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Third and 4.
Orange, orange, orange. Super 66. DC. Attack.
Now gone. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Bears take over.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on third down, Fields.
And that will be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
Fielded at the 20.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And they will take over first and 10.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Left. Average wall. What's that?
They'll fake the give. Now Goff.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Value one.
On first and 10, Goff. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it facing a second and long situation.
Jester.
Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
Value three. Hey, kill.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Here we go, son.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Here we go.
So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 5.
Right.
On play action, Fields.
Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Right.
Herbert powering up the middle.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Right.
Fields now to throw.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Right.
Here's Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
Right.
Fields. Touchdown, Bears. Khalil Herbert, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. And oh, he coughed it up.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Here we go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Right.
Herbert once more. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now here's Trenton Gill now.
Oh, heavy Lion pressure here, and they block it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. 39 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go. We're good.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Hey, All right.
Starting on the ground with Herbert. Broken tackle. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line.
Second down and 3.
Yes. All right.
Now it's Fields.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
A dime look defensively for the Lions on third.
Hey, All right.
They'll run with Herbert. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Fields going to hurry his guys to the line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here we go.
Here's second and 10.
All right.
Here's a give to Herbert.
5 yards. Now it's third and 5. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense.
All right.
Off play action. Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Go.
Back to throw. Fields.
And Walker has it. And he's taken down inside the 30. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Chip clear. All right.
To throw is Fields.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go.
Second down and 8.
All right.
Fields throwing again. That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one a first down pickup of 8.
All right.
Now Fields.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Play action. It's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Here we go, son.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Bears have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Santos with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
Here we go,
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Looking to throw on second down, Fields.
And he will find Scott on the right side complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
No, Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal.
From the right hash, oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
We've been at enough practices, and how many times have we stood on the sidelines and a unit goes out to kick a field goal and hear the special teams coach say, make sure you protect. First thing, protect. And here they give up a block.
Yeah, especially in a tight game like this, tied second half. This is when execution is so key.
They go over everything in the huddle. The last thing you're going to hear everywhere, make sure you protect. That didn't get done.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On second down, Montgomery. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Good. Right.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
53 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Here we go.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Good night.
Here's Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here we go.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Super one.
Here's Goff.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That close on third down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on third and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go, Scott.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Here's Goff.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
To about the 48-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, Scott.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 68 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
The offense on third down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. That is caught. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Fields to commit there for a Chicago first. A handoff for Herbert.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Hey, Ken, go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Yet again, Goff is intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Here we go. Good. EQ. Right.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will have the Bears 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Khalil Herbert, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Bears are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page, because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On second down, here's Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Here we go, son.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Go. All right.
Another try after the first down sack.
Fields. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Third down and 13.
Operating from the gun. Fields. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down. And they're going to speed things up here.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And Mooney going to have a Bears first down as he's down inside the 15.
That one goes for 8 yards.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing again is Fields.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Tyler Scott.
A 14-yard touchdown, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That is caught by Laporta.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. off now. Looks to throw.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To the air again. Goff. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish.